What's up, Romanian Italian here. I'm in Lebanon, Tennessee right now. My storage is low and just dealing with a lot of shit. Sorry to curse, but when you hear, you'll see. Like I said, storage's low and doing a lot of corruption here in Tennessee with law enforcement. Yeah, there you go. Anyways, can't even do the video inside because where me and my wife are staying, then I'm gonna have to tell this quick because of the storage, so my voice may sound off or something, but that's why. So where me and my wife are staying, they have moved some people in. This guy, he huffs air duster, and they're posing like he's, I guess, doing police work. He huffs air duster, got devil horns tattooed on his head, which, whatever religion you got that, but, his ear's been ripped, like this is all hanging loose where somebody ripped his earring out. He's wide open. This is unscripted, so maybe I didn't have time to put it together, very good. I'm about to do another video. I actually did take down notes, but he's just wide open, him and her, and I'm trying not to get too close because actually we're staying over there, but he's wide open, him and her, wide open. Can't hardly go nowhere. There's a college over there, and when I go by, it's like the police have went over and made me out like I'm a sexual predator or something, just like they did in my small town. They're doing that, trying to just get me knocked off. I had an invention ideal stolen. I'd put in the USPTO, United States Patent and Trademark Office, and during this little investigation that the Tennessee TBI and Metro Nashville police had on me, but it didn't work out. When it didn't work out, they just became hostile and aggressive. They knew I'd shot at a cop, everything. They say I got heart, by God, and I stood up to them. And anyways, I'm a different generation. I grew up in the 90s, 7-Eleven, cops jumping on one man after pepper spray, and he was whooping all of them. That's back before they shoot you for putting your hands on them, because we used to be united as a nation. We was not divided like we are today. This country's divided today, and it's nobody stands up to the government. But there's one answer to fix the government. We all know what that is. Peaceful talking ain't doing it. You feel me? Anyways, but yeah, they got these people living in there. My wife's, we've run out of our home. They used to have people kick on our door, and this is not even the intent of this video. I'm just trying to give you some idea what's going on. They used to have people kick on our door, do different things. But he had weapon and drug charges. This one guy, small town, his weapon and drug charges mysteriously vanish. Things like, and again, I'm having to walk around, they're warning people, they're telling people that I'm a sexual predator trying to get, and I'm not registered or anything. You can go Aaron Stephen Key, see if you find me, I'm not. So they're telling people this shit, trying to get people to hurt me. And they stole an invention idea from me. I shot at the police and they say I got heart. They know they've pushed me very far. They threaten and they've hurt my family at times. And well, anyway, so the intent of this video, which as you'll see what I'm going into, is actually to show you what Tennessee is. There's a cop that drowned a black man, as I'm gonna put the information up there. He got indicted and everything for it. It happened. He didn't report it till 21 hours later. He got 10 years probation, done 1 year in jail. Another Tennessee cop rapes this little girl for like 16 months. I think he raped her for like 16 months, and she was 14-year-old. He gets 3 years probation, and he's not required to register as a sex offender. So, that's Tennessee for you. They're making up their own shit. They're making up their own laws, like what they're trying to do with me. And things come to light eventually. Things need to come out, because it's not just me that they're trying to hurt. They have hurt others. And with this kind of mentality, we're talking about police that go home and beat up their wife. You know what I mean? That's what police are. I don't like them because the motherfucking tuna fish salad ain't cold. I'm not no fan of the police. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if you're, from here, Chicago. I used to have respect from some of them. I'm like, big cities, their job's dangerous. I don't have respect for none of them. You enforcing laws on other people that you're not, and it's all for an interest. You ain't peace officers, you ain't protecting or serving, But anyway, so I'm gonna post up that information about Keith Holder, and his name's Keith Holder, and his name's Beck. I'm gonna post up the story about him, and y'all will be able to see that. So anyways, that's two stories. That's one story right there, and then I'm about to do another one here in a little while. But I'm up here in Lebanon, Tennessee, surrounded by snowflakes. Like I said, they got that guy. My wife got put on misdemeanor probation, and she's false arrested and everything. We was run out of her home. Had to ultimately leave, dude, because, you know, she'd been staying, you know, since she was 18. We've been married over 10 years. And lost her home because they just kept putting people up to doing things and false arresting her, different things. Once we bought a car with her Social Security back pay and everything, you know, they, and yeah, I got my driver license, I'll show you. They just kept on messing with us, you know, to get our vehicle away from us. The system wants to see me fail. Anytime I try to put in for a job, you know, I know you ain't supposed to show your personal information, but I don't care. I got a valid driver license. Say DL. I'm a little stressed. I can't even abbreviate nothing right now. My mind ain't working 100% right, but, you know, proven fact, when you're stressed, you don't think as clearly, but I'm always gonna prevail, you know. So, yeah, but they got these people moved in here trying to get her, because she had the head injury. She got PTSD, schizophrenia. I had an injury happen April 23rd too. I'll include that in the video too. A dump truck tire blowed up in my chest, and it broke 4 ribs, disc protrusion, L1, L2 transverse process fracture. I'm having to talk quick on kind of storage. Pelvic avulsion, sciatica, radiculopathy, whole bunch of things, and a hernia. And they're trying to stop me from getting this lawsuit, you know. And it's like they got these people trying to make me where I don't feel right to leave my wife at home, or not home, this ain't our home. We're both on Social Security, it's just we can't find nothing to rent. It takes first month's deposit, first month's rent. But they got these people in here, you know, trying to smoke like these hemp pens, whether or not known it'll get her violated. You know, they stole some of her gabapentin, things like that. But it's Middle Tennessee police putting them up to it. I've been dealing with it. It's a pattern. That ain't no you know, just a thought or something coincidental or circumstantial. No, it's happening, it's occurring. Just like our Capitol getting stormed and the FBI whistleblower thing, then threatening their own agents, threatening to go after them, after their families and everything. The police are corrupt nowadays. They are. The police are corrupt nowadays, that's what it is. So anyways, been proven in studies, police go by, that person windows down. I don't give a little leer who's listening to me, because you know, but it is what it is. Been proven in studies before, police go by, see nothing, hear nothing on each other. A lot of them. The ones that want to do the right thing are scared of the oppression I face from the others. But I'm at 7 minutes and something my storage. I'm probably, if I get cut off too, so there you go. But they got these people moved in here just trying to, and I tried to get her head injury. She's diagnosed schizophrenic and PTSD, but I tried to get, very sweet girl though. I put pictures of her up, you'll be able to see her. She's got a TikTok too, Bridget Key, give her a follow if you want to. But when I tried to get small town, you know, I tried to get them to do the head injury, like check into it. So there's people all around me throw me off, but I said, like I'd read up on it like any husband would, right? I said, she had a head injury when she was 16, you're gonna put dye in her blood. You know, like do it with contrast. Oh, I'll do it, and she skipped over it. I could tell she'd already been fed stuff about me anyway. She was not trying to treat my wife properly, you know, just pretty much billing the insurance and doing nothing else. But wasn't on insurance time, it was actually $50. My wife's Social Security had been temporarily cut off, and you know, so then that's why we was only going her, like, why don't you just switch doctors? But so when it came time, I had to still like sign some papers for insurance to be billed. What she done, or what the hospital done on her order, they just done a regular, like a scan. I don't know if a CT scan, I ain't gonna lie, but it was something like that. So he was not trying to find no TBI, traumatic brain injury, because it might make them having to back away from me and my wife. Things always come to light, and they thought all this is going to stay hidden. I'm coming like a chariot of horses. So anyways, you can believe that. But anyways, I had an invention ideal stolen. You can Google Aaron Key versus Metro, where I filed a federal civil lawsuit against Nashville, Tennessee police, Carthage police, TBI, FBI. Implicate them because they're the main ones. The TBI is the leading law enforcement in Tennessee, and they've been all over News Channel 5. Google or type in YouTube Aaron Key, corrupt Tennessee TBI. See how many stories you come up with. But anyways, everything against it, from them talking against veterans to you know what, yeah, because they'll be, you know, veterans, at least the old ones, veterans of old, which the military ain't what it used to be. You back in corrupt government. Now I'm all for ICE. I'm just talking about, you know what I'm saying. You against the people, it's we the people. And anyways, but each and every one of us matter. If you're a U.S. citizen. And all human lives matter regardless, but you don't need to be in our country if you ain't legal. So, but what happened, they stole this invention ideal that I mailed into the USPTO. It was supposed to be mailed into the USPTO. They stole it. Beaner looking at me over here, laughing. I don't know, but anyways. Yeah, you mad because ICE is collecting y'all up? Anyway, he looked at me just laughing for no reason. They ain't got much sense, a lot of them don't. Freaking animals over here raping our women and doing the things they do. You never belonged here in the first place. But anyway, so I had mailed this invention ideal, and it was supposed to have been, went to the USPTO, United States Patent and Trademark Office, but it never made it. Well, then the police trying to, get me. And how do you know your idea was stolen? I know who's involved, but I got false arrested for making a video about it. I got false arrested for making a video on my Facebook about it, and no threats or anything. They said, you're stalking and harassing a cop. Oh, wow. And I put the sheriff, a lieutenant, and I put the TBI in there. And so there's multiple entities mentioned, but they're going to arrest me over one and say I'm stalking and harassing them. Yeah, because trying to keep it quiet. That's why you got people over here huffing fucking air dust, and there's a pattern. They've used people like that before. They're hiring the worst people. These are not, it's no legit investigation. It's not, they're like, I'm hacked. I'm not tapped. They, because that requires a court order, and this shit's been going on for so long. You look at my lawsuit, you'll see how long this has been going on. Aaron Key versus Metro on Google. You'll see me. They changed it from case text to something else, but it was dismissed without prejudice, meaning I can refile again. I filed that myself. And anyway, served them the summons in accordance with Federal Rule 4 and everything, and then they had to come up with something. They said I didn't serve the summons. But so, hey, I've almost got one video done, but like I said, my invention ideal never made it. I mailed it in with the money order to cover the filing fee and everything. It never made it. And now, just dealing with all this shit. Police stole my idea. It was a TBI. They was involved in another person in Smith County. I'm gonna put it that way. And he is, I don't know if he's deputized. I don't care. I got a life. He's a nobody to me. I'm not a scrub stealing somebody's invention idea, right? But anyways, he say they stole my invention idea, and they're just trying to, murder me and my wife now. They think we violated his civil rights, stuff like that. And, Tennessee's very corrupt.